All right, let's go. Back in 2016, this guy called Mehmet Aydin launches this virtual farm game. And it's basically like those farm games you used to play as a kid. You know, you're a farmer, and you have a field, and you plant crops, and you take care of your animals and stuff. But this game is a little bit different because when you played it, you were also raising real animals. So if you got chickens in the game, you'd also get chickens in real life. Or if you bought cows in the game, you'd own cows in real life too. At first, the game was pretty boring. You know, it was just like all the other farm games. But then, after a few months, this guy adds a new feature. Basically, for every cow that you have in the game, there will be an actual cow somewhere in a farm in Turkey that is also owned by the game company. Same thing for the chickens and stuff. Every animal you have in the game, you also have in real life. But what does this mean? Well, if you want to sell your cow, then the company will also sell the real cow that you have. And of course, you'll get paid based on how much your virtual cow has grown and stuff like that. Of course, the company takes a cut, but still, it's a pretty cool idea, right? Because now you can make real money off a virtual game. Well, actually, that's not what made it so special. Because turns out you didn't even need to have any animals in the game. You could just buy them directly from the company, and they would give you both the virtual animals and the real animals. So, say you just want to buy some bees. So you pay the company $250, and they give you the bees, and also give you a receipt showing that you have these bees. Cool. But again, that's not what made this game so special. Okay, so here's what else you could do. You could also buy land in this game. So you could buy fields and forests and stuff. And of course, they would also give you real ownership of the real fields and forests in Turkey. Okay, but we are still missing the point. What actually made this game so special? Well, if you decided to invest your money into this game, then apart from getting virtual items and real animals, you would also get the receipts and the titles for all of that. So you would have documents proving that you owned a bunch of cows and chickens and bees and stuff, and you could also use those documents as collateral to get loans from banks. So the question is, how did this guy make money? Well, it's simple. He sold virtual chickens and cows and stuff to people, and they were happy to buy them, because not only did they get virtual assets, but they also got real-life ones. But the problem is that Mehmet never really had enough money to keep buying animals and land for all of his players. So basically, the new players were paying off the old ones. So yeah, it was basically a Ponzi scheme. But anyways, in 2018, this guy runs away to Uruguay, and to this day he is still in prison in Turkey waiting for his trial to begin. So my question to you is, do you think that this guy is just a scammer who defrauded everyone? Or do you think that he was just a visionary who tried to create a new way of doing things but failed? Comment down below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.